You know what? Since we're talking about really bad comedy, this I saw, and I really don't know how this showed up in my feed. I guess somebody else was commenting on it. I can't really remember. This guy, Ryan Long, do you know who he is? The only thing, I realized, like, I Googled that guy, and he did the woke and racist say the same things. Do you remember that video? Where did we watch that video?
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe I saw it only a little. Here, I want you to watch this. This is a comedy sketch about how comedians are no longer allowed to be funny because all they're trying to do is deliver a political message. And what I think is brilliant about this is that very often I would do similar things with my work. So form follows function. They made a very unfunny comedy sketch that was pushing a political message to prove and make the point that comedians can no longer be funny. They can only push a political message. Let's play just a little bit of this.
So meta.
It's 2020. The time for laughter is over.
See, a lot of people think that being a comedian is about getting laughs, writing jokes, or creating content.
But being a real comedian is about preventing others from getting laughs.
Writing naughty lists.
And having content removed from platforms of all kinds.
We at Comedians Against Comedy represent a growing number of comedians who strive to remove all comedy that isn't in direct alignment with Dove Soap's publicity team.
Call us crazy, but we subscribe to the idea that being a comedian is about challenging the idea that comedians should be challenging ideas.
It's about making a category of comedy that we deem unacceptable and then lumping all of our peers into that category.
This is a window of acceptable thought. The comedy we allow takes place here.
Real comedy is about supporting political agendas.
Propaganda, if you will.
Yeah.
I'm just writing a list of 20 fellow comedians I want to have excommunicated.
Preventing comedy from happening is no laughing matter. That's why I study the greats. Carlin, Chappelle, Burr's material for problematic topics I can cancel them for.
Sometimes you just have to put pen to pad, writing angry letters to comedy clubs about which comedians shouldn't perform there.
Okay, I mean, it doesn't get any less funnier or any more funny or any less funnier or any more or less pedantic there.
I can't figure out their politics, though. Like, who are they? Ben Shapiro people, or are they like Pete Buttigieg people?
No, they're ostensibly comedians who are complaining and trying to make comedy that appeals only to conservatives because none of it's funny.
But that's why this is so brilliant, I think.
That is what I think is also like.
Well, I couldn't understand why you guys wanted to include this, actually, because I watched them like, this is not that funny, actually.
Painful.
It is so.
And I'm even like, yeah.
I do think there is a third, like I say, there's a third level in which you can watch this and say, this is hilarious.
Yes.
They wanted to make the argument that comedians can't be funny because they're too busy enforcing a political edict and doing propaganda. And so they did a propaganda video that was not funny. That's
Joke's
funny.
on you.
Boom. This is like a double, like a triple Lindy or something.
The best comedians are the smart comedians. See if you can figure out my joke, guys.
Exactly. Look at it. We've got a diagram over here. I thought it was very funny.